I'm on my phone on live, okay? Let me clean it off. I gotta clean my phone off. It got fingerprints on it. 1 second. Okay, is that clean? Yeah, that's better. Okay, much better. Hello, guys. I'm gonna wait for you guys to join. Hey, good evening. Good evening. It's kind of late. I usually don't get on so late, but I was up, so I was like, let me just go live because I didn't get a chance to do today. Hey, how you doing? Good evening. So y'all know I gotta tell y'all what I found. So my neighbor had gave me this Commando stuff, right? She gave me Commando laundry soap, and I was like, it smelled really good and really manly. Um, hey, how you doing? So it smelled really good. It smelled really manly, and I was like, dang, this stuff smells real good. Let me tell y'all, I got a box from Crimson Candle the other day, and this was the smell of the Commando. It's called Frozen. Frozen, that's the smell of the Commando that they use at the Buff City soaps. Yes, yes. Be careful. Be careful for your food fall off. You're supposed to put for 2 plates. Yes. I was like, oh my God. I put it on my bath bombs and stuff, and I was like, dang, I shouldn't have used this stuff on the bath bombs. I didn't know it was gonna be so good. So I was like, dang, I like this little Crimson Candle place now. They got some undercover good smells, like really good. Um, the next thing I want to do is I want to try their wax. So, you know, I'm gonna see how that is. But what I was gonna say, let me go ahead. I'm going to put myself as live in. Let's see. I'm gonna put myself live in my Patreon. Let's see. Let's see. Hit share, copy. Hey, look at y'all. What y'all doing up? Okay, here I am. I'm back. I'm back. Okay, so I found out that's what it was. That Commando smell that's in the laundry soap. And I was like, wait a minute. This is the smell. And I was going to have my neighbor come and smell it just to confirm. But I was like, no, this is the smell that's in that darn Commando. This is the Crimson Candle. So yes, put the if you get some notes, get my name in the notes so we can get us a discount code. If it's enough of us putting my name in the notes, then we're gonna get us a little discount code. Um, I'm believing for a discount code. But yes. Hey, how you doing, friend? I like that name. That's cute. So, guys, I'm so happy about 2024. I got some stuff that I'm gonna be doing with North. I'm gonna no. I ain't even want to talk about that yet. Um, I want to talk about we got a body butter class on Friday. Yeah, so we got a body butter class on Friday that I actually forgot about. Like I forgot that we it's like a $7 body butter class that I have on my website under live classes, and I forgot all about it. And it's still up there. And I was like, dang, we got a body butter class. I had some people sign up for the candle making class too. And so we're gonna have that candle making class. I'm doing good. I'm excited about that when there are beginners class. A lot of people keep coming to me talking about coaching and stuff, and I'm like, if y'all go to the beginners class, you probably won't even need to get coached, because that beginners class covers everything. Like we cover everything. This time, I'm gonna do it a little bit different. I'm gonna get like a little wick training going in the beginning of the class. You wash your hands? Look at you. Thumb in your mouth, ain't even washed your hands. It says, God fragrance. Oh, shoot. Okay. Okay. All right. So, yes. Ooh, Lord, I'm sitting here itching in my eyes. I need to get me some sleep. It's time to take down the Christmas tree, y'all. It's time to get it down. It's sitting up. I was thinking of, I was like, I gotta get this thing down. Every year I'll be sitting up here and it'd be almost February and the Christmas tree be up and awake. And I'm like, I gotta get this darn Christmas tree down. So I'm gonna start working on that tomorrow. I was like, I'm gonna just take it down. I remember one time we did a Zoom. One year we did a Zoom and I think we made some body butter on that Zoom or a sugar scrub. We made that, and that is when I took the stuff down. Yes, that's what happened. I think I was preparing for a pop-up shop and I did it with you. This was like maybe like this was a year ago. That's crazy. Yo, listen, when I tell you time be flying, because you don't even I don't even realize like how long I've been making candles. And then my stuff has been coming up like 2 years and stuff like that. And I'm like, wow. Like, I'm like, wow, this stuff has been going on for a while. We've been doing this stuff for a while. Destiny, I had to remove your comment because, you know, I don't tell people what we do. I'll be keeping stuff on the low. I don't be telling people what we be doing. When I tell y'all I be keeping y'all stuff a secret, I really do. I don't be telling nobody. Just like I made y'all salts and stuff yesterday, I put it on the back end on my YouTube. I did not make it public. So what I'm about to do is I'm about to make a cookie monster candle. This is going to be really cute. I'm getting ready to gear up and start putting stuff on my website. I thought I didn't have no wax. I found a 40-pound box of wax. So thank God for that. Now I'm ready to start working and getting this stuff up on my website. So I'm going to work with the candles first, and then I'm going to do body care. Like, I'm trying to get all of the candles up. But I don't want to put glass on the website. I want to put, like, I don't like working with glass no more. Yeah, I don't be liking to work with glass because, you know, I don't be feeling like that, like breaking and all that in transit stuff. So I'm more of like a 10 person now. So all of my candles is pretty much in 10s. And yeah, like, cause I don't want to go through that, like reshipping stuff and all of that. So all of my stuff gonna be in 10s. She said, my bad. I was okay. I just don't be telling people stuff. I just be keeping stuff a secret. I've been having a lot of people like join the Patreon as a free member. And I'm like, what is up with this free member thing? I do not know what they got going on with this free member thing. But they don't get to see nothing. And I'll be like, what are y'all joining Patreon as a free member? Like, what the heck is... I do not know what that stuff be about. Hey, how you doing, friend? Happy New Year. Good to see you. My good friend. Yes, Happy New Year. Yes. So Friday we got a class. I think... I'm trying to think because I'm like... I don't even know what I'm going to do with the body butter when I make it. I might have to just make a small batch because I don't have no containers and stuff because I'm getting ready to switch my containers and everything. So, I don't know. We got to figure it out. Hey. So, yes. Oh, yeah. So, Happy New Year, y'all. I'm excited about y'all for 2024. I know it's going to be a lot of changes, a lot of things y'all doing different. I want to hear from y'all. I want to hear, like, what y'all doing different this year that y'all did not do in 2023. So I want to know some stuff. I want to know, like, I want to know everything y'all going to do this year. That y'all didn't do last year. Yes, be excited. Yeah, they've been doing this Patreon free membership. not a whole thing. Just drink it, sit it down. I don't want you drinking the whole bottle of water close to bedtime. Um, yeah, I don't understand that. And they just keep like going to so and so joined as a free. I was like, you that cheap that you just joined it as a free member, knowing you can't see nothing, you can't have access to nothing, and you just that cheap. Like I'm gonna join as a free member. I'm like, these people is crazy cheap. They will not. There's people out here that just will not invest in themselves. Instead, they gonna go to. It was a lady today. I saw she uploaded a video on YouTube, and the video, she was making a dessert candle, and she was making a dessert candle, and the dessert candle was done, and she used CDN wicks. Then she was putting the temperature of the fragrance in. Everything was at a high. It was all wrong. And I was like, and this is what y'all gonna say. Oh, I'm gonna do it for free. She gonna. I'm like, man, these people, these people don't know how to make no candles. They just need to go on and stick sugar scrubs and stuff. His hair, she just had this stuff all screwed up. I was like, good job, she using CDM wicks. What the heck is that? Oh man, I just be sitting there looking like, what? Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, Lord. But hey, this is what people want. They think that they're going to get it. Um, yeah, and learn. We learn from each other, and then we go out and learn. You see how she said, I'm hosting a candle class. I'm so excited. Yes, that's what we're supposed to be doing. We're supposed to be learning and then teaching other people. So I think this year is the year where you got to be teaching people, honey, because people going to be wanting to launch some businesses. It ain't enough to just go out here and work anymore. It is not enough to work anymore. Hey, how you doing? Hey, yes, it is not enough to work anymore and just get that one paycheck. You need more than that one paycheck. Yes, yes, yes. It's good to see y'all. So I'm getting ready to upload that Cookie Monster candle. I'm getting ready to work on that. That ain't gonna take me long at all. So I'm gonna work on that. I said I was gonna do it tonight. I got some stuff I gotta do in the morning. And once I get that out the way, I'm gonna be a little bit free, but not so much free tomorrow, but Friday, yes. Um, Yay. And then I'm gonna do the turmeric and kojic acid face wash pads. I'm gonna do those and I'm gonna upload those to the Patreon and get that out the way. Um, and that is on the $20 level. Then we having a dessert class, a dessert candle class. So I'm not doing a dessert candle class just because I want to have a dessert candle class. I'm doing it because we have, something. I can't even do the Valentine's Day thing this year. Like I'm gonna do some conversation heart stuff, like the candle that I'm gonna do if I can get around to it. But I don't think I'm gonna be able to do the Valentine's Day this year because I already put out a schedule for everything I'm gonna do. And hey, Happy New Year. And the thing about it is, because I already put out that schedule, I don't want to add on to what I already have going. Like, because I had put up some bowls yesterday. I was like, okay, we're going to do some Valentine's Day bowls. Then I was like, no, because it's some people who are in the Patreon, they look forward to every single thing I put on the list. Like one lady was like, hey Dom, when are you gonna do the are you gonna do the petty bombs? And I'm like, okay, let me put that up there. I'm gonna upload the recipe for the petty bombs. And I did. So it's like, I can't, like if I add to the list and I'm not gonna get the chance to finish the list, if that makes sense. So I should have did the schedule. Yeah, I put the schedule out like at the end of December. So it was already like, it was when we was like on break and everything. And I was like, this is what we're going to be doing in January. I didn't think about Valentine's Day. Like I had no thought of Valentine's Day. Like it didn't even cross my mind. Like, I'm going to do some stuff for Valentine's Day. I don't know why. Like I wasn't even thinking about it. And I was thinking about the needs, everything that everybody was wanting. I know um, somebody wanted mechanic soap. Another person wanted petty bombs. I think petty bombs is good for Valentine's Day if you want to do it like that. I got a scrub soap, a sugar scrub soap that I'm about to bring out, and it's gonna be like a cake abundant. And you know you could put your little strawberries and stuff on it. So it's just, I mean, there's stuff that you could do. Yesterday I released the cookie monster salt and soap combo. So you could take that and you could just, you could do that with the strawberries. Like you could make the strawberries and the salt on the bottom and make it like a strawberry scent or whatever. It's so many different things you could do. So like I would have did cold processed Valentine's Day soap. I would have did so much, but I slipped this time. I wasn't even thinking about it, and I'm like, dang, I should have thought about it. I should have thought about it. So I messed up. But we'll be ready for what's the next holiday coming up? We got so we got Valentine's Day, and then we got March. I think Easter. Is it Easter? We're gonna do Easter pretty early this year. Like we're gonna do everything for Easter like pretty early. I'm gonna do everything like a month ahead. So I'm going to plunge this. I'm gonna get out of skincare because I've done so much sugar scrubs and stuff like that. So I'm gonna kind of take a back step on that, and I'm gonna go into full blown candle making on the channel. And we're gonna do, and look, Mother's Day is coming right back around again. And remember, we made the Dear Mama candle last year. This is crazy. Like, this stuff be flying. Like, it's like the time be just flying on us. Because I'm looking at the Dear Mama candle right there. I never even burned it. I just left it in a jar. Um, yes. And then I got to get ready for Easter because I always do something big for Easter um, for the kids. So, yeah, I gotta get ready for that. But once the kids back there talking, hey, so we're gonna get some stuff done. But I just made such a hefty list of everything I want to do this month, and I got to get through that list. So I got the sugar scrub soap. I was doing it yesterday, but then I realized the two colors that I had to mix together to get kind of like that cake color. Because I was like, okay, so what colors do I need to mix to get the cake color? And so I realized that I needed to mix yellow and orange to get like that tannish brown color. So I'm going to mix those two colors together in the morning, and I'm going to make the sugar scrub cake soap. Okay, that's what I'm making, the sugar scrub cake soap, and that's going to be posted. That's a quick thing. It just really don't take long at all. The only thing that's taking me long is the fact that I need a new phone stand. Okay, I need to find a nice one. I actually want to go back to using my camera again because I've been using my phone, but I want to go back to using my camera. I just have to get me another laptop. That's something that'll work with that camera that's compatible to edit. So we got some stuff that we're gonna get done this year. I know I do. Yes, she said, yeah. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do Easter pretty early. So you're gonna look up and you're gonna see Easter stuff in the Patreon. Um, once I finish the list, so we're gonna start working on Easter in February. I know it's gonna be pretty early, but I'm like, I got the Easter molds from last year, for the bath bombs, so you can make a lot of eggs. So I still got the eggs. I still got the cartons. I still got all that stuff. I never got around to using it last year, so this year I could finally use it. We all brought that stuff last year and didn't even get a chance to use it. And the funny thing is, we brought that stuff when we were done taking down the tree. Like we was taking the tree down because I was taking my tree down and I was on Patreon. I'll never forget, that was like a hard time for me around that time because, I was just going through a whole lot mentally, and getting on the Zoom with people, it was just kind of like, it was healing. It was like healing to me. I was leaving a state that I was in, and I just had so much going on. It was pretty rough, and I got my healing around it. Like God just really just was working on my heart, and y'all was helping me. I was like, y'all, I got to take the tree down. Cause I can't even think about how, like, because it was just such a jacked up, like, right after Christmas, it was like an avalanche of things happened to me, and I was just like, You know, like I can't even think about this tree. I can't even think about, none of that. And so, yeah, y'all helped me get that tree down. That was a year ago. That's crazy. Time is really like, man, going so fast. Everything's just going so fast. Good to see you. Yes. So, listen, guys, we have a chat in Patreon. We have a wonderful chat. We have a chat in Patreon, and you can definitely go in there and ask questions, and people will answer your questions. We are supervising this chat, so to speak. Like, it's, we making sure that, it's not, the chat will not turn into a coaching session, put it like that. So if it's a whole lot inside of the chat, I'm thinking, if it's a whole lot inside the chat, guys, I'm not going to like let that be like, a place where you like, what size? Because we got to remember. So our Patreon have $5 members now. So I'll be deleting y'all comment because the people on the $5 level, since they want to come, and is the chat on the phone app? Yes, it is. It's on the app. It's not on the website. The people on the $5 level want to make candles, but they think that they can come in for $5 and build $1 billion business, and they too cheap to pay $10 to learn how to make candles. So if you there on a $5 level just because you want a couple sugar scrub recipes, a couple body butter recipes, okay. But if you there because you want to learn how to make wax melts and you want to learn how to make candles, it's not going to happen, Captain. Okay. So the people on that level, they think, so I don't, because they have access to the chat. So if I see y'all putting y'all wig sizes to y'all bowls and stuff in there, and I delete it. I delete it because I'm like, no, no, no. Life don't work like that. You have to invest. Okay, so yes, we use the chat and we just go in there. They questions about stuff. If it's we use open chat. Hey, Happy New Year's, that kind of thing. So yes, I'm about to put this. Hold on one second. I'm about to put her as a moderator. Here we go. Managing moderator. You can review, remove chat messages, or hide and put users in timeout. Can manage block words. Can change chat modes and live. Can also. Okay, there it is. There you go. You should see something different on your thing. Okay, there it is. Say no filter. I don't know why all this stuff coming up on the screen. Yes, it's way worth the investment. So they be doing that stuff, and I be like, look, honey, I'm not about to put all that stuff up in the chat. They be putting, the chat is not the place where you gonna find out, everything you need to know. No, we gonna make this chat we gonna minimize it. But guys, I put up something a few weeks ago. If you've been following, it's what is it? What is it? The base? Is it a base? No, it's not a base. It's a recipe for body splash room spray. It's room spray. And guys, that recipe is really strong. It's a really strong recipe. And I think that you guys need to go and take advantage of it. You guys need to go and take advantage of it. Y'all need to go and take advantage of it. This one is really, really, really good. The only thing about this spray is you don't get clarity. Now, this is not the recipe. I want to tell you guys, this is not the recipe that you're going to find on Tara's and YouTube channel. It's not that one. That one, I never really, it never worked for me. I've tried it, and it's another girl that sell it too. She used the same recipe. I tried it. It did not work for me. This recipe is way different and it's strong. It's definitely strong. So the only thing is you're gonna need a bag. I mean, not a bag, a bottle, to kind of like cover the fact that it's cloudy, because it's not clear. So if you want clear, you're gonna have to use a base, and that's just it. Because all fragrances won't work and give you a nice clear mix. So if you want clear, you're gonna have to use a base. But this particular recipe is cloudy, but it smells good. Yes, it's cloudy with a chance of meatballs. It smells so good. I've been using it in the house. I used it yesterday in my daughter's room when I helped her clean out her room. And then I used it hold on, when did I use it again? I just been using it like randomly, like just spraying it around, and it's lingering and it smells so good. So y'all got a nice recipe. I'll upload it. I'll be on some. Listen, when I tell y'all, I'll be up there like searching and searching and testing and searching and testing and searching. I'll be doing that. I'm like, I want to make sure it's good, and that's a good one. I said when I say it's good, it's really good. So I'm going to probably post this on Facebook and brag about this fragrance that I used. I got the Commando, y'all. Listen, they can't stop me now. This is I can You cannot tell me that this is not the Commando um right here. The Patreon chat can upload pictures. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. You could definitely upload pictures. And it's pretty good. So you could basically put your candle in there and be like, it's not, don't, it's not, how do it look after 4 hours? That kind of thing, just kind of limit a little bit of what you say, because the people don't, because somebody was in there the other day and was like, girl, I got that discount fragrance. It came in the mail, from so-and-so, and they post they receipt. I'm like, no, no. I had to delete that real quick, because I'm like, there's people in here on the $5 level. Y'all not about to know how to get no $10 a pound fragrance. I'm not about to give y'all that kind of information. That's high value information. No. Yes. But yes, I had to come live because I gotta use my channel. I had to use my channel. That's what I had to do. So y'all listen. I don't know what y'all doing for this what y'all, but y'all listen. We gotta be whole, spirit, soul, and body. So this time around, this when you start, y'all start going to the gym. Start, get your mind, get your notebooks, get you some calendars, and mark on some things on calendars. Start booking events so you can go to events. Get you a planner. Put you a planner up on the wall. You know, um, there's so many things that you could do this year, and preparing, preparing for 2024, and start putting stuff up there and saying, hey, this year I'm going to bring this out on my line. I'm going to bring that out on my line and start preparing. I said I had to go get me I need a big old calendar for the wall, not just a calendar. I want a one that I can put notes and use thumbtacks and just kind of tack stuff up there, put sticky notes on and stuff like that. This is so good to do. This is so good to do because you can just plan and prepare everything that you got to do, and that way your days are useful and not useless. You can have useful days, or you can say, oh, I made the most out of today. I got this done, I got that done. The other day I just felt so good when I had posted a cookie monster soap, because not only did I get that done, I was getting other things done as well. And I was like, oh, I was just so happy. I'm like, oh, I got so much done today. Like, I got just so much done. And, and just being consistent. I'm like, okay. Because, when you're not consistent and you continue to allow, oh, okay. Oh, I didn't know that. I did not know. I'm glad you told me that. I'm glad you told me that. Okay. 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 So let me tell you. This is my friend. We talk about the fragrance. Okay, so friend, so you had contacted me the other day, and you had said that you wanted to, get into, your stuff, your scents, and all that kind of stuff. And so, um, you got to compare, when it come down to, because I can't say that this is better because the clarity is on the base and the clarity is not on the one that we make with all the mix with the distilled water and all that kind of stuff. So I can't say that this one is better. I can't, but when it come down to scent wise, you would have to kind of just see which one you like better. It's hard to tell, which one is the best one, because it's like I like this one and I like that one. I like the base because of the clarity, and also you can add a lot more fragrance with the base. But then I like this one because it's cheaper to make and it does smell good. So I was like, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take up the fragrance load and I'm gonna kind of play around with it a little bit and see the highest amount of fragrance I can add to it without it separating. And just kind of leave it in my beaker overnight and just see it that way. Just shake it up, and then just test it or whatever. And do it that way. The reason why I decided that I didn't want to use the base anymore is because the base was going up in price, and I can make a gallon of fragrance stuff. I mean, listen to me. Polysorbate 80 is the cheapest thing that you can buy. It's so cheap. So the only thing we using is distilled water, poly, fragrance, and a preservative. And I already showed y'all how to get y'all preservative for cheap. So, when you think about it, you could make a whole lot more versus, like, and then sometimes we're going out to pop-up shops and we like, oh, I want to make room sprays. Ah, I'm out of base. I'm out of base. I'm out of base. And it's like a big emergency because, you got to order the base and the base got to come in the mail. And so when you think about that, you're like, dang, this I can't make I can't make room sprays. So this is why I felt like the base was a little bit better. I mean, the one that we make on our own is a little bit better because I don't have to depend on, the companies and stuff like that to deliver nothing to me. And then with the price hikes and stuff like that, when we started buying when I gave the vendor, plucking myself at the same time. When I gave the vendor to the room spray, they doubled the price. So it went from like this little bit of money a pound and they doubled the price. Like, oh, y'all like this stuff like that? All right, we're gonna make it way more money. And so it made people say, like, well, how am I gonna profit off of it if y'all made it $23 for a pound? And whereas it was like $5.99. So when they did that, I was like, you slick mother juckers. And so when they did that, I was like, okay, we're gonna take a turn. We're gonna take a turn, and we're gonna go this way. So there is a company that I will recommend. Um, Now, when it come down to buying my fragrance,
My stomach hurting.
what's wrong?
You told me there's nothing.
I told you not to waste food. Excuse me, this is a parent moment. You, my friend, you put 10 to 20 nuggets on that plate. This is the problem with you. You keep taking a whole bunch of food and putting it on your plate instead of saying, okay, I'm only going to eat about 6. You have to stop wasting food. That's your problem. So now, if your stomach hurt, lay in the bed. You probably got gas. Fart it out. That's all I'm going to say to you, brother. Because you keep wasting food. That's what he doing, y'all. He wasting food. He keep piling up his plate, putting all his food. I came in the kitchen last night. He had all of this. I just went to Panda Express and gave them some food. They got food from Panda Express. After they got the food from Panda Express, honey, he came home and cooked him a separate meal and had the meal just sitting in the kitchen on the counter. And I was like, okay, you are just wasting food. Like, you're not even going to eat it. He won't even eat it, y'all. He just put the food and just sit it somewhere. And I came in the kitchen and it was about, and I buy French toast because they like French toast. It was about 12 French toasts on the plate. And I said, when did he make the French toast? Oh, he made it this morning. Well, why did he not eat 12 French toasts? And who puts 12 French toasts on the plate? If I'm gonna eat French toast, I'll put like 5 on the plate. Maybe 6 if I really want them. But this boy put about 12 on the plate and left it. I'm talking about just left it sitting there. So we ain't about to play with him. He wasting food. So, but anyway, yeah. So that's it with the base, like basically, and so it's different fragrance oil companies that you can go to, and they have really, really, really strong stuff. Like I put the coconut lime verbena inside of my bath bombs, but I also like I use these, and I keep showing y'all. I use this, not this one, but I use the crimson. I use the crimson, Georgia peach, and I was like, okay, I wanted to use the leather and lace, but I didn't get around to it. But no, this is the one I was using in my bath bombs, and it was really, really, really strong. This is the frozen one. So when I like use certain fragrances, if I notice it's really strong, then I know if I put it inside a room spray, it's gonna be strong. So if you use anything from like so there are certain fragrance oil companies that I will not promote, okay? And yeah, so Crimson is very strong. So I won't promote the Candle Maker Store, Virginia Candle, Aztec. Those are 3 companies that I would never promote. I would never tell people to buy anything from them because they are not 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 strong at all. So I wouldn't buy nothing from them. And there are companies that I'll be like, yo, go here. These stuff is so strong that, you know, makes it smell so good, make you want to slap yourself, like that kind of thing. So, if you can get a strong fragrance and you can use that strong fragrance inside of that room spray will smell good. So if you go, this is why I said, if we go to Crimson, we need to start putting my name in the thing and saying Diamond, because we need a discount code. We're going to need a discount code. We're going to need some sales. So if we can do that, then I can get with them and be like, hey, can we get like a sale? Because we stepping away from Maple Street. Now, Maple Street was not that strong for my room sprays. Maple Street smell okay in my candles, but it's not that strong. Hey, hey, hey.
It's because his stomach hurts.
He gonna have to deal with it. It'll get over. Yeah, so they wasn't that strong. um, He said, I bought Oreo cookie from Virginia Canada. It was weak as heck. I'll never buy from them again. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So that's what it is. Like, I bought Fruit Loops from them. I bought Oreo cookie from them. And also I had brought banana pudding from them. And I think that the Fruit Loops it was pretty decent for back then, but I can't recommend it because what you buy back then may not be what you buy now. People dilute their fragrances. So when I was buying sweet potato, brown sugar and sweet potato pie from Aztec, it was very strong back when I was buying it. But now when I buy, like if I go back and buy it now, like he dilutes his stuff, so it's not gonna be the same. Like I had a sweet potato brown sugar from Aztec that I didn't even want to let go. I was like, I just want to keep this forever, but all good things come to an end, that kind of thing. Those good fragrances, they run out. And you know what, I will admit it this way. I did go back and I did buy it again last year because um sweet potato pie, I bought that a year ago and it was actually okay. It was actually okay. But if I go back now, it may not be okay because people change. So some companies don't change. Like you can't expect Candle Science to ever change. They're going to always keep the same strong stuff because they are known for it and they're going to charge you for it. Um, Crimson Candle, they stuff is strong. You got Northwood, theirs is very strong. Northwood is super strong. And then you got people like And then I'm not gonna give out the other names and stuff because until they contact me and say, "Hey, I'm not giving them no endorsements. I'm not and pushing them. But I will say that Northwood was pretty good. And I think I had got a spring pack from Northwood, and it was something about this apple one that they had. It was so good. Listen, um, they had this apple fragrance. It was like apple berry kind of thing, and it was in the spring pack. And this is what I used inside of my avocado lotion. When I tell you, everybody that picked up that lotion and used that lotion was like, oh my God, this lotion smell so good. Man, 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 it smells so good. It smells so good. So those are the companies that I'm going to be using, and my room spray. So it's just, But okay, so let me get back to it. I want to talk to y'all about some things. So get a planner, and get a huge one that you can put on your wall, and you can take a pencil, a pen, whatever, and you can just write things out. Sometimes we get in this place where we just selling candles, and we can sell candles and we can have no plan, meaning that we're just hustling candles. We're hustling candles. And even a hustler will take his money and go and invest in real estate. Okay, a hustler will take their money and invest. My question for you is, where are you going? Are you taking your proceeds, everything that you make, or your money, your earnings? Are you taking it and you just spending it out because you made the money from you sold candles, you may sold 5 candles, whatever. Yeah. Did you take that money and say, I'm going to take this money and I'm going to invest in this, or I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, or did you set up an account? Okay. Hey, Rochelle, did you set up an account and say, okay, so I'm going to open up a Chime, just say Chime Bank, or American Express. Is it American Express Serve? I don't know if they still have Serve. That was years ago. Um, Capital One. Okay, so Capital One has one, a digital online banking where you can't drive up to the place and take money out. I like it that way. And then you got Chime. You can set up an account. Hey, 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 hey! We're gonna have to stop screaming. You got Chime where you can set up. You got American Express, and you got it's another one. It's another one. It's another one where you could just do like mobile banking, PNC. Okay, and so you take these accounts and you start putting the money that you make from your candles inside of the account. And every time you make money, and that way, when it's time for you to buy wax, you don't have to sit there and be like, oh, Jesus Christ of Nazareth. This wax is so high. Oh my God, did he get it? Who got it? Oh, it's so expensive. You don't have to do that because all of the money that you make, you're just kind of taking it and you just putting it back into that. And all right. So what's your plan? Or what is your plan? So are you just going to be a candle hustler, or are you going to be a candle distributor? Are you going to keep hustling the candles, or are you going to turn it into a situation where you got bulk? Are you going to be that person? You know, that's my question. So what is your plan with your candles or skincare? Are you going to keep just hustling, going to bed? Okay, it's nice to go to those pop-up shops and make the money or whatever the case may be, and pop up, pop up, pop up. We love it. But are you going to continue to just pop up, or are you going to be the person that just pop out and start selling your stuff by the dozen? Do you have an option on your website where people can buy 12 candles at a time? Because there are people who want to make hold on, what's the name of the company again? I'm trying to think of the name of the company. Mm, hold on. Hold on. Can I get this name of this company really quick? Let me see. The name of it. So, do you want to be the person? Okay. Do you want to be glistening and glow that distributes her candles to people who just say, "Yo, your work is dope. I love your candles. I want to sell your candles myself. So can I buy your candles in bulk? And I sell these tins, you know, and they just coming to you and you just making them 20 at a time. Here you are. And so you're not doing the $10 order, the $20 order. You're doing the $300 orders. And you're like, man, this is so worth my time. And so when you start doing it on that level, you know, when you start doing it on that level, you look up and you don't need to work a job because you got to think about it. You woke up today, you just made $500. You go to sleep and then you wake up tomorrow, another 300 come, another 200 come, and so you don't even need to really work a job. So this is how your entrepreneur just go to a whole different level. So this is why we have to get on those websites, like, and just start putting our stuff out there. And so that's what we're talking about this year. So we're going to a different place this year. We're going up. We're going up. We're going above what we normally do. So we're going to get the planner again and that big old calendar paper thing, and you just going to write on it. You're going to start writing things on it that you want to do. You're like, okay, I want to go to the barber shops, and maybe I can be the person that go to the barber shop and say, I have a famous fragrance called Barbershop. And then maybe you could go in there and spray your fragrances in the air. And they like, wow, that smell good. But you like, you just got to think about ways and, unique ways to kind of get your business into other people's business. Giving out a free candle is the best promotion. If you can give out a free candle, that is the best promotion. I'm telling you. Now, when it comes down to people giving out a candle, just got to make sure they trimming them wicks and stuff like that. Because I'm telling you, these people be burning, burning, burning. So, guys, I got to tell y'all a story. So, I had a cereal bowl. I didn't trim the wicks. And I let the cereal burn about 3 times, never trimmed the wicks. And I had fried some chicken and I let the cereal bowl burn. And I went to sleep. It was one of these particular days, because you guys know I have a baby, so I be up at night. And so one of these particular days, I'll never forget, the candle was on fire. It was on fire in the kitchen. I was in the bed asleep. And my son came, and they came and was screaming and was like, "Mommy, mommy, mommy, it's a fire, it's a fire." And I'm like, "What?" And I slept through the alarm and everything. I slept through it. And I was like, "Oh my God, how did this happen?" So it's so important to trim those wicks. It's so important. It's so important. People have to trim those wicks, man. Like, they will burn it more, like, over and over and over and over. So this is letting people know, like, hey, you have to trim the wick. You have to trim that wick. That is so important. And that's when I really learned that it was really important to trim those wicks. Now, I have burned some stuff for hours. Now, mind you, I had this on for hours. I went to sleep, so that should go to tell you. And I was sleeping good, too. It was like, I even heard music in my head. I was sleeping so good. But the whole time the fire alarm going off, the kids like, "Hey." Funny thing, though, I was actually going to leave out the house and go somewhere, and something just said, "No, rest." You know, that was God. But yeah, so we got to make sure we trimming those wicks. But anyway, off the trimming the wick, um, I see people who are putting their candle business out there and calling it luxury, but they're using, like, labels that are handwritten. we gotta make sure that our labels are up to par. Um, we gotta make sure that our pictures are up to par. You can't use that ugly little light box. Stay out of that light box. um, that photo room is really good for people who want to do like AI photos. Photo room is really really good. I really like the photo room for Christmas. They had some really good stuff for Christmas. So if you guys can invest and get that little, it's $4.99 a week. It's worth it. I would invest just for a week and get all my pictures done and then take it off my phone. And then you got that. And then you got stuff that you can buy from Michael's and Hobby Lobby. You could go and buy some paper, the long paper. You can buy the backsplash and stuff like that. A lot of people come to me and they say, Diamond, like, yo, you be coming up with some crazy creative stuff, but they don't realize I be telling y'all this all the time. Pinterest got to be your best friend. You'll learn so much from Pinterest. Like I'm telling you, half of the ideas I get them off Pinterest and twist them and make them my own. Like I found the bath, the one that I made with the salts, and it was something else. Somebody had it as something else, like they had Oreos or something. I twisted that thing and made it my own. So you can go on Pinterest and find stuff. You can also go on Pinterest and look up good photography, especially for your website. Like I don't want to do no photography for my website. I just want to do plain. So I'm going to get me the subway tile. I'm going to get that picture frame glass so I could be able to put water on it, or have that reflection and stuff like that. And I'm going separate my background, and I'm going to do it like that, and I'm going to do all of my pictures like that, because you want to keep the same flow going on your website. So for my candles, I want to have the same flow going on the same page. So that means if I'm doing a background, it's going to be the background for every single one. You can't do different backgrounds on your website. That's unprofessional. So you got that. So y'all listen, when I tell you this stuff so freaking strong, this all I smell. I'm like, did I spill it somewhere? It's like to the point where I'm like, let me get this stuff away from me. Um, yeah. This is the no, that's not it. I thought that was that. No, it's not. She said Pinterest is the truth. I have multiple boards and with ideas for my body products, candle labels, wax melt, etc. Yes, it is. It is. It is. And you could save stuff on there. Like, now when it comes down to like recipes and stuff like that, I really don't get like recipes and stuff like that off of there, because it's a lot of like DIYers that just kind of like do stuff and don't really. And some people come and be like, hey, I tried this recipe, each time this happened, it was lie heavy. So I don't get recipes off of there, but I do get like ideas. Like I will get photo ideas, different types of styles. Like if I want to do like a certain strawberry shortcake, I learn a lot from there. Pinterest is like a staple. I think that if you can scroll on Facebook for a long time, you can transfer that time and put it on Pinterest. It will benefit you so much, because it'll start putting things in your eyes. It's good to get like all of these things in your eyes, because then you'll know what it's supposed to look like. I was looking at my pictures from a long time ago. My daughter was like, Mom, she's like, this is the ugliest photo that I ever seen. It was so ugly. I took a picture and it was a backdrop, and it had like, it was terrible. And I had my soap up there, taking the picture of my soap. It was on a towel. And then I did not know how things were supposed to look. So now I do. Yeah, so Pinterest is good for display ideas too. So Hey, go get my little munchkin. Yeah. So you gotta let me get my little munchkin girl. She just getting up. She was sleeping. Um Hey, girl. Hey, girl. You up, girl? Hey. Hey, girlfriend. Hey, girlfriend. So my little girlfriend knocked out. She was in there sleeping. Yeah. So you'll get a whole lot of ideas and stuff. Hey, Gil. What's up, Gil? My little girl cutting another little tooth. She cutting another little tooth. But yeah, so you'll get a whole lot of ideas. So I like them for that. I like them. I love them for that. They good for that kind of stuff. It says the pictures give me great ideas for designs. I found ideas for my 10 labels and creative way to package my wax melt. Yes, yes, it gives you so many ideas on how to. Let me tell you something. A popping picture will sell your products, honey. If you could get your picture to pop, it will sell your product. Like people will be like, "Ooh, they gotta stop and back up and say, ooh." And texture videos for your sugar scrubs will make people run. Like, cause people love to see texture. You know, I will sometimes watch a person make a sugar scrub on YouTube just so I can see the texture in the end. I'd be like, I want to see, let me fast forward to see the texture in the end. And I'm like, ooh, that look like soup. I don't like that one. I like my soup, my sugar scrubs kind of thick, not soupy. So when I see them like really, really soupy, um, uh-oh, she want to hang on me. I don't know how she going to act. Hey, hey, mama. Hey, Gil. Hi, Gil. Hi. Hi, Gil. Oh, Lord, you putting her in the chicken wing and taking her. I don't know how she going to act on y'all.
She don't watch clean.
She said pictures gave me great ideas for designs. Yes, 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 yes. So, so take advantage. In Patreon, I put a lot of label templates in there. So if you guys new to the Patreon, you got a lot of label templates in there. So I know a lot of people don't know how to create labels, and the way I tell you guys to do it is to buy. If you could buy a template, if you could buy a label template that's already finished, and just go and build it out to what you want it to be. Sometimes you just go and change the font, change a little bit about it, and make it your own. I've gotten past that, and I started like just making mine from scratch, because I was spending so much money on Etsy, buying templates, and I'm telling y'all that because they have them on Etsy. I was spending a lot of money on there, and I just stopped. I stopped because I was buying a lot, a whole lot. So if you guys can go and get it, and kind of build it out or whatever. Just just making sure everything matches is so important. Making sure all of your stuff is matching. Everything has to look just like the next thing. Like you don't want to have mismatched labels and stuff like that. When I go to pop-up shops, I just really love how people come over and they say this to me. They say, everything looks so good. You did a wonderful job. And they say that to me like they my parent. But, when they were saying that to me, I was like, why the heck they keep talking about you did a wonderful job? But when I got away from my table and I started going around and I started just kind of networking with the other vendors, I realized that they were using homemade labels, scribbling their stuff in, and just any kind of and I was like, oh, that's why they say that. And I was like, looks matter. Like the way it's like she's saying that and she's saying it right. The way your stuff is presented, it really does matter. It matters to the internet. I'm telling you, it matters. I was on, hey guys, can you not be so loud? I was on Facebook, and in my group, it was a woman, and she was making body butter, and she took her hands and she was smashing it with her hands, and she was like just smashing it, making a video. And I was like, and she was just sitting there with a pair of gloves smashing that body butter. And I was like, oh, I'm scared. The video is still up in my group. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. It just, I don't know. I was like, ugh. Like, it matters how you present your products. Because I was like, ugh, she's smashing it. That's not the way we melt body butter down, by taking it and putting it in a bowl and smashing it. You put it on the stove and you double boil it. When I saw that, I was like, yo, it matters how you present your stuff. You know what I'm saying? You have to present your stuff in a certain kind of way. Like it matters if you wear gloves. Like people like really OCD looking like, is she gonna use some gloves? It matters. It matters. It matters. It matters. So you have to make sure like everything counts. Everything counts. Your website got to be up to par. So I don't even want to bring mine out until I'm finished. I haven't even got to the grit of mine. I'm getting ready to have a class so I can be able to put products on my website. And thanks to Glisten and Glow candles, she causing me to get up on my game. She like, causing me like, girl, if you don't get up here and make it, because I was like, girl, if you don't make them candles and sell them in the beginning, she was just like, she gonna sell them. She gonna sell them. She gonna. I'ma sell them. I'ma sell them. I'ma sell them. I'ma sell them. Girl, I'ma launch on the first. I'ma launch on the fifth. I'ma launch on the 22nd. And now she's selling them. And now she make me look at it. I'm like, I gotta get up on my game. I gotta start making my candles and stuff. Like I gotta get better. So yeah. So that's what I for this year. Is she wanting it? Do she want it?
She cried.
Okay, you just wanted to be ready. Okay, tell your brother to come here. Yeah, so we just we getting ready for everything. So, all right, so now we got the Valentine's Day events coming up. You know, make sure that the Valentine's Day you are stalking Michaels. I want you. Here you go, my love. Can you make a bottle? Thank you very much. Oh, see what happens when you don't talk nice to your mama? Look, can't even pick it, still rolling away. Like, get out of here, get out of here. Oh, so look, so let me tell y'all, Christmas passed, but Michael's, I was telling Kanika about it, had so many bags, and they came and cleaned those bags out. People are literally waiting for these holidays to go and to get all of this stuff. So they clean. I'm talking about all them shopping bags, and them Christmas shopping bags was like 10 in a pack, well maybe like five or six, five pack, and it was like 250 when they was on sale. So 60% off would have made them less than 250 a pack. These people went and cleaned these bags up because they know next year they're gonna have markets where they selling and stuff. And here they got their Christmas bags and they didn't even have to pay that much money for it. Okay, so you got that, and now you got Valentine's Day coming. So Valentine's Day, they're gonna have a lot of bags. They're gonna have a lot of little stuff that you could use. Valentine's Day molds, silicone molds, and stuff like that. Take your tail over there the day after. You need to be standing at the door when they open. The day after Valentine's Day, and you need to be collecting. Okay?
Is this blurry?
You did too on it, right? So what would it be blurry for?
Cause I had put like like the half
Oh, okay. But you made it right, right? Yeah, I'm making cereal in a little bit. Yeah, okay. So she said she got wooden crates for $5 from Michael's. Got the last two. Yes. Right now, that's when all of the little sales and stuff is going on. So you want to get over there now. So they still have a lot of nice, good things left. I seen a lot of what are these things called? Crochet. I can't get it right now, but those little mini bowls, and you could take those and you could wick those and make candles in them. They have the Christmas ones, so I seen those and they was like two something a piece. I really wasn't trying to spend money, but if I was in a money spending mood, that would have been something nice to have for next year, where you have your Christmas bowls where people want to come and buy bowls and stuff like that, and it could just honestly, it could be a mini cereal bowl, it could be a mini cake, it could be a mini something, but it's nice to have. Guys, listen, I'm going back. Listen, y'all about to see old school Diamond resurrect. Okay, so when I say old school Diamond, I'm talking about the Diamond that always went on YouTube and made candles, and I was making candles. I am coming back, okay? I am coming back. You're going to see me start kicking it off. My kickoff is going to be on between tomorrow and Friday because the baby will be around. So you know. But between tomorrow and Friday, you will see the kickoff, guys. You will see the kickoff. And I'm going to, yes, 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 yes. Yes, you're going to see Old School Diamond come back with different candles, dessert candles. I believe that that is how I grew my channel, and I am going to go back to it. Different ideas, different dessert candles. Now, I'm not going to be selling those candles on my website. I will sell it as a single candle. If somebody want to add seen on TV candle, they can buy it, but I won't. I'm not doing that. I'm going to be very specific about what's going on my website. So I'm going to do a wax melt line, and it's going to be the my dessert wax melt line. I'm going to do those. I'm going to do, but I am not putting all them candles on my website. Watching you make your candles on YouTube, it was fun. Yes, I'm going back to it. I'm going back to it. The hashtags and all of that. We're gonna make America great again. I'm going back to it. I feel like a lot of stuff I stopped doing just because I was just, I was very discouraged at a point in time. And that's just being very, I'm just being very organic and real. I was discouraged. I was very discouraged and I just stopped. But now I'm going to go back to what I put down. And the first candle I'm going to make is the Cookie Monster candle. And then I'm going to do a brownie and cream candle. And so this is going to be pretty different than what we would normally do. So we're going to do that one. So, guys, if you got some, I got another one. I got a third one. We got a chicken one, but I had to make the chicken one. I still haven't made it yet because I need to go to Whole Foods and get me an organic piece of chicken to make it because I don't want the big old fat wings. Okay. Um, yes, 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 yes. Yeah, so I was just very discouraged at the time. And I think it was for me, the reason why I was so discouraged was because um it was just a bad time in my life. I just had a lot going on mentally. So it really wasn't it wasn't the people or nothing like that. It was just I just had a lot going on mentally, and then I started feeling like I was just making these candles, making these candles, making these candles, and I just felt like I didn't want to just keep doing that. I wanted to go into skincare more. And it was just a bad time for me, in my life. Like I just, mentally I wasn't really where I needed to be. But it honestly it comes along with being pregnant because y'all know I was pregnant and there was a lot of hormones, so I was sleeping a lot and it made me feel like when you sleep like that, like even though you pregnant and you sleep, it was just kind of depressing, and that makes sense because it was like certain hormones that you get when you pregnant that you just you succumb to, and I was just sleeping a lot and I didn't feel like making a candle. I didn't feel like doing none of that. So, that at that point, but then it was after I had the baby, I had just, had like a non-creative feeling that I had. I just didn't want to be creative. I didn't want to do anything. I didn't want to, you know what I mean? But it's honestly, it's just the way you come out of them funks is just praying. I just be, you just got to have a prayer life. You got to have a prayer life because, you know, a lot of people don't believe in certain things, but you have to really fight. You have to fight for your mind. People don't believe in that. Like it's a battle. It's a battle to keep your mind. Like if you're good at something, you'll see people who, will have like they'll have like success. They good at singing, but they won't sing. It's like, they have to be you gotta motivate yourself. Like you gotta speak over yourself. You got to speak life. You have to, it's so many different things. Like I had to get to the point where I was like, no, I'm not going to sit down on my gifts. I'm not going to sit here and be stagnant. My thing was just praying. I was just praying, praying, praying. And it was this guy on YouTube. His name was James Kawana, and he had a testimony about when he was a ex Satanist or whatever. And I started listening to his testimony, and he was really talking about prayer. And when he was talking about prayer like that, it just made me start praying more. And that was what kind of broke my mind out of that place, because it was like I started feeling better. Like once I started like praying, I started feeling so much better. Like, oh my God, I just felt peace. I just felt, my joy coming back. I just felt, because I was almost like I was depressed. I didn't want to laugh. I didn't want to smile. I was being mean. It was just, it was just that testimony, and he set the internet on fire with that. He went, and that thing went from it was like 100 something thousand views, and then you looked up, it was 4.8 million people watched that video. That's how powerful the video was. It wasn't even a month, and that thing hit 1 million views. Like, it was 4.8 million views, and just maybe, like, it was only out for like 2 months. And that testimony just kind of just made me just start pressing and praying. I started just making time out, like, let me just pray, let me spend time in prayer. Because I would realize, one thing I had to realize was, if you don't take control over your day, then circumstances and situations will take control over your day. So I had to, number one, I had to start taking control over my day, and just saying, sometimes it would be the night before, I'd be like, okay, God, what am I going to do tomorrow? And I'll sit down with a notepad, and I just start writing, and just, I'm going to do this tomorrow, I'm going to do that tomorrow. And circumstances before used to take over my day. And I like, and so I was like, dang, I didn't do nothing today, because then if so-and-so will call me, he'll call, and he'll be talking trash, and then I'm going, and then I look up, I done been pissed off, and I ain't get nothing done that day. But when I'm intentional about my day, and I already have my day written out, I'm like, I gotta stick to my list. I gotta stick to my list. I gotta stick to my schedule. I gotta do this. Checking it off. Did you do that today? Yes, check it off. Did you go to this or so? Check it off. Check it off. And so that's what I started doing. And that helped me. Like, it was like, I submitted myself to God, and then I just started resisting, like, the devil. And when I say resist the devil, I mean like those monkey wrenches that come into your day, where you just be like, I'm not dealing with that right now. Let me tell you how bad the monkey wrenches was. It was like, even like with children, like, you have to watch, because you'll look up, and the teacher will be calling you, and then you'll just drop all of your stuff in the kitchen and be like, I ain't about to do these candles right. Let me go up to the school. Let me do that. It's like, this can wait. We'll deal with this. We got a time to deal with it. We're going to deal with this later. I got to get this done. So it's like, you have to take control over your life, your schedule, and everything that would try to bump. Hey, stop the noise. You're going to have to go to bed. Yeah, so you just had to start taking over your day, taking control of your day, taking control of your day. And when you start taking control of your day, you look up, you like, okay, this is good. You know what I mean? This is good. Yesterday something happened. I was working on my sugar soaps, and I had my daughter clog up the toilet. I'm telling y'all the truth. She clogged up the toilet. And I was in there trying to unclog this toilet for 30 minutes. And I only had about 40 minutes to get my project done. And I was so livid. I said, you know how much time I was working on unclogging this toilet, because she stuffed it with all of this tissue. And I was like, so here's what I should have done. I should have said, okay, I'm going to shut this door, guys. Don't go in this bathroom. Use the other bathroom. I'm going to revisit this after I get done with my assignment, the thing that I'm supposed to do. And after I get done with that, then all of the other things become important. Okay? So it's like realizing and honing in on, I have to get this done. And because I realized that the moment she did that, it distracted me from my work, and I didn't even get my work done. I didn't even get done the sugar soap that I was doing. So it took, it took my whole, like, everything I was doing. And so, but I realized, like, after it was done, it was a tactic, it was a trick, because the Bible says the enemy comes to steal, kill, and destroy. So he wanted to destroy my organization. He comes after your organization and your plans, so, she said, I'm gonna go to watch the replay. Yes. So it's being organized and having things already lined up, because even your job can take first. It could become your first love. Like, you got a business to build, and you on somebody else building up somebody sat down one day, and in this very business that you're sitting in, they didn't have chairs, they didn't have a cubicle, they didn't have a computer to sit you at, they didn't have 10 employees. They didn't have 8 employees. At one point, it was just one person with a vision, and they saw the office, the cubicle, the employees, and all of that kind of stuff. And so they began to work at it until they seen the vision come to pass. So this is the same thing for your life. Okay? So you may not see, you're just one person, but you got a vision. You got a vision. So you start taking that vision and making that vision a priority. Then you can see the cubicle. Then you can see the employees. And then you can see the other people working for you. And then you can see your time off, because you can take time off because you got somebody running it for you. So you have to implement that into your mind and say, I'm not always going to be right here. I'm here now, but later I'm going to be somewhere else. So you got to start implementing, and being intentional, because the devil will wrap you all up into your job, and your job will become so important that you eat, sleeping, and breathing your clients at your job. All you thinking about when you come home is how, you got to de-stress. You need to drink some wine. You just got to put your foot up. You don't want to do nothing. You're like, oh, I'll get to that tomorrow. Another day you ain't do your candles. I'll get to that tomorrow. Another day you ain't do your candles. I'll get to that tomorrow. Another day. And then you looking up, and a whole year done passed you by. You looking at 2020, and you're like, well, dang, I ain't even did nothing. Then you like, this year I'm going hard. And then you got to be intentional, and you have to literally grab hold of your life. You have to grab hold. I want you to take your hand and say, God, grab hold of my life, and take your life back from the hands of the slave master, the taskmaster. I'm saying it because listen, I'm not saying this like slave, like black people slave. People from all nationalities were slaves. The slaving is you going under somebody else's yoke, and you're working hard to the sweat of your brow, and you're making them rich, but the only thing you coming out is with a bowl of porridge. And you just taking that money, paying your bills and all that kind of stuff, but you have nothing of your own. Okay, so this ain't like a black people. No, I don't care. Listen. I'm for all races. I ain't racist. I don't care for that. That's not me. This is for everybody. It's a slave is a person who comes up under the yoke of bondage under another person, and you working for them, and you're like, that's all you can focus on. They will make sure they kept you focused. If they gotta beat you, if they gotta do this to you, if they gotta do that to you, you have to be focused on the task that they have assigned to you. So this is what it is when you get in the job and you working in a warehouse, and they got you in there, and you sweating, and there's no AC in there. You there for 25 hours a week. 25 hours a day. You look up, you like, I got 120 hours this week. That's slaving. I don't care what you think. It's the truth. So you doing that, and you're making this person rich, but you look up and you have nothing to show for it. So when it's time to retire, you got to depend on this retirement check from them that they may not give you. They may yoke you out of. You worked all these years. You got old. You got gray. You didn't leave your children no houses. You didn't leave them no businesses. You didn't give them a part of your business to inherit. You didn't do any of that. A wise man leaves inheritance for his children's children. You didn't do nothing. But you retired from that job. So now you can sit home, you drink your coffee every day, your bones start breaking down, because a man has to move around. No matter if you retire, God did not make us to sit down. And then you finally saying, oh, I want to make these candles. I remember I started that journey so many years ago, and I just put it down, and now I'm going to pick it up. And then you about old. And you say, what if I would have kept doing this from the age of 42 all the way up until now? Where would I be? Definitely not on that job. Okay, so now it's time to start thinking about ourselves. Okay, we got to get selfish. Okay, and we coming up under our own businesses, and we coming out of that slaving mindset where we just working hard to the sweat of our brow, beating ourselves. I'm gonna tell y'all this story, and I'm gonna let you guys go. I have one story to tell y'all, and this story is going to rock your snot box. Okay, so this man was being driven in a hospital, and I believe this story is on TikTok. It was on Facebook or TikTok. He was doing the Walk of Fame. The Walk of Fame was him in a hospital bed, and he was dying. He was dying. So You want to know why he was dying? He had a stroke. He was not dying because he had lived out his life and he had health problems. He lived out his life and he did not sleep. He was always doing everything for everybody. He was a people pleaser and he did not sleep, and eventually his body broke down to the point where all his organs shut down and everything because he was constantly working. And this is what I mean by coming up under this the yoke of a like being a slave. He was constantly working. He did not get no sleep. It was no rest. He got no rest till when his body shut down, and they were like pushing him through the hospital, and they were and it was a song playing, and the wife was over his body crying, 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 and they were just pushing him for his last walk, and everybody was just cheering him and just clapping and stuff, like like. But it was so sad because he wasn't dying because of this and that. He was dying because he was overexhausted and he didn't give his body no rest and he didn't take the time out to think about himself. And I was like, God darn it, that's a horrible way to live. Don't be that person. You know what I mean? Where you working, working, working 120 hours a week and you just don't take time out for yourself to rest, to to pamper yourself, to invest into your business. And the best smile that you're gonna get is when somebody pick up that pumpkin pie candle and say, this is the most beautiful candle that I've ever seen. I'm telling you, that is the most satisfying thing. It is so satisfying when somebody pick up your soap and or you get a phone call and they tell you how good your soap is. Like my neighbor, she makes it her business to tell me, she like, girl, I gotta come buy that pet soap, because I don't give it away no more. I don't give it away no more. I don't make no suggestions like, oh girl, I'm just gonna give you some. She's like, I gotta buy the pet soap. Well, okay, okay, because she realized that it was really good. And so that's one of the most satisfying feelings is when somebody pick up your stuff and they use it and they like, yo, this body butter got my eczema on. I'm talking about there is no signs of eczemas. Even the scars are leaving. The soap got my skin feeling so soft. The candle, oh my God, it smells so good. Oh my God. People tell me my candles smell so good to the point where I don't even like care about the compliment no more. I'm like, oh yeah, you like them? Oh man, thank you so much. God, thank you. You know. So I just got to that point now because I hear it so much. But it's the most satisfying thing. When I first started, it was like when people told me my candles smell good, because it took me a long time to get a hot throw. When I finally got it, I was so satisfied. I was so satisfied. So, but I think I'm more so moved by when my skincare smell good than my candles. And I'm just being honest. I'm not being prideful. I'm just saying, like, I just, I mean, I hear that so much and I'm like, oh man, thank you. But the skincare, when I hear that, the testimonials from the skincare, that's when I'm like, man, oh, I feel so good. Like that make me feel real good, you know. So it's important, like, for us to focus on ourselves and all that kind of stuff, because sometimes we'll get wrapped up in satisfying the husband and the house, the kids, the this, the that, and then it'd be like, what about you? I went on vacation and I was going and I was packing up the kids' stuff, and it was time for me to pack my stuff up, and I said, I don't have no clothes. I said, I don't even have no clothes. I was like, I didn't buy me no shoes. I wasn't buying me nothing, but I was taking care of everybody else. And that's when I realized, I was like, dang, I forgot about myself in 2023. And then I started looking at my body because I just had a baby. And I was like, dang, you know what I mean? Like, I'm like, I haven't even I haven't done the gym. I'm like, what about me? So now it's like I have to reflect on myself now, and I'm like, okay. So now I'm eating healthier again. I'm, doing the things I need to lose the baby weight and to, take care of myself to get back to a better me. Okay, so I can be, mentally, I can look at myself and be satisfied. Because y'all remember when I was in the wintertime, last winter, I was very slim. I had went and I just started juicing, and I lost a massive amount of weight. And when I lost all that weight, I felt good about myself. So it's just, it's time to get back to feeling good about yourself. Get time to get back to pushing your business, making your business a priority over your job. Sometimes you have to make a sacrifice. You may be the person who the job called the yes man. If you know who the yes man is, it's the person who is a yes man. Oh, can you come in today? From 2 to 7, we don't have nobody to work that shift. Yes, 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 man. Yes, yes. Can you come in? Yes. You might be that person. Can you work overtime today? I know you get off at 3:30, but can you stay to 11? Yes, I really ain't want to stay to 11. I had some things I want to do, but yeah, I'll stay, Sherry. Because let me tell you something about Sherry. Sherry will love you when you're doing what Sherry wants you to do, but Sherry will turn around and stomp on you and do the ATL stomp, snatch your wig off. Sherry will dog you out. Like, as long as you the yes man, Sherry is happy. But the moment you say, Sherry, I got to focus on me, Sherry going to have a problem with you. Sherry needs you there. Let me tell you something. That job will sit there and watch you be pushed out on that hospital bed for the Hall of Fame of killing yourself. They will watch you and they will put a rest in peace, Terry Smith, and that's it. That job will watch you die. They will watch you die. So you need to make a balance and say, okay, I'm going to have a little overtime on my check. That's cool, like she said. But I'm also going to make a day off for me and my business. I'm going to be intentional. So I'm looking at it like, I got to get that money. I got to get that money. This is money too. This is money too. This is money too. This is money too. So this matters too. So you got to take some time off. Don't be the yes man. And just going in there when Terry done fell down the steps and they need somebody to cover the third shift, you need to sit there and think about, okay, did I accomplish my goals this week with my candles? Do I have time for this? Do I have make yourself a priority. Your business is more important. So take and space some time off and say, I cannot. And then if they call you on your day off, don't be running in there like, oh, I gotta go get this money. I'm gonna go get this overtime. The more you go and get this overtime, because let me tell you something about this overtime. This overtime ain't nothing but overtime. You gonna look up and they took all them goddamn on taxes out your check, and you that overtime ain't amount to nothing. It's overtime and added up to nothing. So you going up there running to get this, running. You look up, you still ain't build your own stuff. Okay? So you got to get to your stuff, because your stuff is the stuff that you can look at the end of the year and you can tell Uncle Sam, you know, yeah, your stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like your stuff. Your stuff. You can go out and make unlimited money. You know what I'm saying? So start focusing on your stuff. Your stuff. Okay. It's 11:08. I ain't mean to hold y'all up so long. It's a long time. I've been on here a long time. If you have not gotten into your candles yet and you still want to get into your candles, go on Diamond Shine Soap underneath the live classes. I'm waiting for you to do it right now. There is a 50, needed a good candle church. There is a $50 class and it's basic candle making, and you will learn how to make a candle. Not only make a candle, make a few candles, okay? And you go from scratch. You get your fragrance load, your fragrances, you get your everything you need to make a candle is there. Okay? And so you need to sign up. You need to sign up now, okay? You need to make it your business to treat yourself this year to something that will benefit you in the long run. So if you go to my website, it is there. It's in the afternoon, I think at 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay, and it's on my website, and it's on the 20th. It's on a Saturday, so you need to go ahead and sign up and get your seat. So do it now. Don't procrastinate, because listen, what happens when you procrastinate, you won't come. So right now you thinking about it, you like, I gotta do for myself. I gotta do. And then you go later and and the word and it fell on good ground. But then the cares and worries of life come and snatch the seed up out of your heart. And then guess what? You'll be, oh, well, it'll be a replay. Yeah, you'll get a free replay. You just gotta contact me for it and I'll send it to you. But yeah, that's what I want y'all to do. I want y'all to go ahead and do that, okay? And that way you guys can Start your year off with the best candles. Start them off with good candles. So yeah, so that's it. I don't want to hold y'all up. I want to let you guys get your rest and stuff because I know tomorrow is a good day, a long day for a lot of us because we're gonna be working, but it's gonna be a good day. So go ahead and get your candle stuff, and then you need coaching. If you go to the front page of my website, you scroll all the way under down to the bottom. It's gonna say one-on-one coaching, and you schedule your one-on-one coaching, and that's how you get on track too. Okay, so that's it. Don't send me no message talking about call me on the phone like some of these people be doing, honey. I just be like, Lord Jesus, they don't know I'm about to call nobody up on no phone. Um, yes, yes, yes. So y'all have a good night. I used to get on here all the time at nighttime and I used to come in and talk at nighttime and stuff. Surprisingly, the baby ain't bothering. She usually go off on them. She be like, like I want my mommy. I want the titty. I think she kind of like getting out of this whole spoiled whining thing. So that's a good thing. All right, so we're gonna come back again. I'm gonna see you guys tomorrow. This was really good too. This country clothesline. This was another good smelling fragrance that they have. Uh, smells so good. I didn't even put it in my car because it smells so good. It's a freshie they sent me. It smells so good. Country clothesline. I would love to know how they got the image on the front of it. I like this. Yes, it smells good. You guys have a wonderful night, okay? All right, I'm going to see you guys again. See you tomorrow. All right.